opportunity to talk to you, Sir Keir.
Hi, Daniel.
Just a little bit of context where I'm coming from in terms of my question. I'm very openly very pro-European and pro-EU. Not that I don't see the deficit in some of the issues around European community, the European Union. However, I studied a Masters in European Law in the late 80s when nobody was interested in what was then EEC law. I campaigned for my local Labour MEP in East London in the 90s. I worked at the European Commission in London and Brussels for 4 years, so I'm very open about my European politics. And I also campaigned, obviously, during the referendum.
I've got to move you to a question, Daniel.
Okay,
please don't think I'm rude.
Fine.
So many people want to speak to us.
I knew you'd do that, Nick. I knew you would. But it's important for me to say that in terms of my party politics, I've been a Labour supporter all my adult life. But I've had a wobble. I struggled during the Corbyn years for many reasons. One of them being that I'm Jewish. I did vote Labour reluctantly in the last election, Keir, and I feel very positive now about the Labour Party. My question, however, to you is, what is the Labour Party now doing about our future relationship with the EU? Are you during the transition period going to hold the government to account? You've done a great job at PMQs. You've made it essential viewing, which is some doing. But are you going to start holding the government to account, realising there are lots of other very important issues, both during the transition and then post-transition, whether you have a deal or not? Are you still going to be talking about Europe and our relationship with the EU? Because don't forget about Labour supporters like me who still care very much. Understanding that we've left.
Daniel, I'm just going to put you so that we're a little tight on time. I'm grateful. Sir Keir.
Daniel, firstly, I must respond on the Jewish comment because we must root out anti-Semitism in the Labour Party, and I'm absolutely determined to do that. And I hope you will see the beginnings of that have already happened. But I'm determined to do it, which is why one of the first things I did as Labour leader was to make a full apology for anti-Semitism and the way the Labour Party had dealt with it. So I absolutely want to tackle that. On the question of the EU, it's no secret that I voted Remain and campaigned for Remain, but we have left the EU, and therefore it is very important for me to say that the Leave-Remain divide is over. It is gone. And the argument now is about what the future relationship with the EU should look like, and relationships and deals with the rest of the world. But, we argued over Leave-Remain for, 3.5 years. It's over. We have left. And it's very important, I think, for someone like me to acknowledge that.
But what of an
so
extension?
That we can move. Well, the government says it's going to get this deal done within the time available, and we're going to hold them to account on that. The talks are ongoing, and we're watching very closely what's going on, and we will hold them to account on that.
But the London Mayor Sadiq Khan says we need an extension. Are you on the same page as Mayor Khan?
Well, look, I don't want to end up with no deal, but the government says it will get it done by the end of the negotiating period, and we'll hold them to that.
And if they don't, you would extend?
Well, I don't want no deal. And
so if it were no deal, then you would seek to extend?
Well, one of the consequences of losing an election badly is that it's not my say-so anymore. We're facing an 80-seat majority for Boris Johnson. We can hold him to account, but there's a cost to losing elections, and one of those is you don't make decisions like that.
All right.